welcome back to the Homestead YouTube knitting channel. My name is Danielle and I am the host. This is my channel where I talk about knit, crochet, yarn related goodness, occasional spinning, sewing, cross stitching, you name it. I probably talk about it at some point. It's been about a month since my last update. Just to let you know, my dog Mo is home with me today, so she might be distracting me. She needs extra attention sometimes. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what I'm wearing first. I am wearing my crocheted Blue Skies headband. It is a simple 2-row lace repeat. I had it tested on Ribbler. It has since been released. This is made with fingering weight yarn. I made mine with sock weight yarn. The yarn I used for the sample is from Mandy's Makings, a sock set I was gifted because I won it from a giveaway from Yo Yarn Girl. And I made it with a 3.5mm hook. The other pattern I will be releasing is my Love Bug Butterfly. This will be releasing September 19th, 2024, so 2 days from now. This is my OG sample I made in velvet yarn, I made it in baby velvet, so it's the worsted weight version of it. And then I made the second version without the antennas or the heart patch because I didn't want to do the antennas. Sewing them on was almost the death of me, if I'm being honest. This is also made with worsted weight yarn, but I made this version in acrylic. There's a hair on it. Okay, hair be gone. So this will be releasing on the 19th of September. I had it tested on Rippler. I think I had 4 people finish the test. I had a few people drop out, unfortunately. So the wings move on it, and so do the antennas. Super cute. Still absolutely love this pattern so much. I think it's adorable, and I cannot wait to see more versions of this. So again, 2 days from now, this will be releasing. Let's see what else. My next one I will be releasing is the Waves Beanie. I'm going to be releasing this tomorrow. I did have some testers finish this for me. I had a few drop out, had a few ghost me, don't know what happened there. This is made with sock weight yarn. Both of these are sock weight 75/25 superwash merino nylon mix and a 3.5mm hook, and it's made using the wave stitch, and I just call it the Waves Beanie. And this is what it looks like on. So it has the split at the back, it has this long beautiful ribbing, and it has these little ties, and I love the way it looks. It fits pretty good. It's definitely more of a snug beanie with some negative ease made into it. And there is, oops, I keep pushing my headband back. Okay, we saw nothing, we're good. And there is some decreases at the crown. There's not a whole bunch, so it does bunch up a little bit. And again, this will be releasing tomorrow, so if you're interested, the pattern will be available. And to match this pattern, because I've been kind of obsessed with it, I cast on a totally new design, again made with sock weight yarn. And the exact same size hook, 4mm. I cast on some wave mittens. Aren't these adorable? The thumbs are a little bit large in the gusset, but that's only because of the stitch pattern repeat. I didn't want to break it up. But you get a bunch of movement with the thumbs, so I'm not complaining. Don't they look like cotton candy though? Are they not absolutely adorable? So the yarn for this one, the bright pink here, or hot pink, is Knit Picks Pucker, and the pink for this one is Knit Picks Dogwood in the Stroll Fingering. And then the multicolor colorway, I will have to try and find the tag. I think it's called Birthday Party or Birthday Sprinkles. No, it's not. Maybe Paint Splatter or something like that. I don't remember. It was a gift from my partner. It was on clearance at the yarn store, but I love it. So these match as a matching set, and I will be releasing the mittens pattern as mittens and as fingerless mitts, so you can get the option. I'll be releasing the pattern with either the option to make fingerless mittens or to make full mittens like I have here. And the pattern will be going into testing soon, so if you want to test this pattern, leave me a comment or send me a message on Instagram at Homestead Knitting. I'd love to have you as a tester. It's coming in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. I made the smallest size, so yeah, let me know. I'd love to have some more testers for this. I haven't put out the test call yet for this, but it will be going out hopefully within the next week or so if I'm on top of things. Next order of business, I don't remember if I mentioned, the Moss Stitch bandana is out. You can buy the pattern now. I have a free tutorial for this on my channel. I think I mentioned this last time, but I can't remember, so I'm just showing it again. The next thing I have in testing right now is my Beachy bralette pattern. This was made with a 4.5mm hook or a 5mm hook. I don't remember. It's been a while. And I made this with Karen Blossom Cakes, which is a 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Or is it 40 cotton, 60 acrylic? I don't know. It's 60-40 cotton acrylic. And it has this beautiful shell stitch on the bottom. It also has this shell stitch on the side of the cups. And you'll notice that the cups are not super long, but they are a little bit deeper. I did that to make it more atomically correct for how like chests are shaped, because a lot of the crochet bralettes I've attempted to make using the classic style cup shaping does not work for me. The cups are way too narrow, but they're also way too long. So I changed the rate of increasing on this, hoping that it'll actually fit more people correctly. Because if not, when I do the classic cups, they come up to about here, but then most of me is just hanging out anyways, so it's not good for people that are slightly bigger chested. So I completely changed the way these cups are shaped, hoping that it'll work for more people. So this is the Beachy bralette. It's in testing right now. I am looking for more testers. I have 4 right now on Ribbler that signed up. But I am, of course, always on the hunt for more testers, so if you want to test this, let me know. It is a corset back top. You don't even have to take pictures of yourself wearing it. Just test it and let me know if it fits you correctly, and is there anything wrong with the shaping or the sizing or anything like that. That's all I'm looking for, honestly. So yeah, that's the Beachy bralette. My next design that I will hope to be having and testing within the next few weeks or next month is my River Rocks crochet pattern. So it's again another cute crop top. It has a simple single crochet edging around the cups, and it has this V-stitch for the bottom portion of the band here, and it looks like River Rocks the way the V-stitch stacks on itself to me. And it has this cutout for some fun little peekaboo action happening. So I'm hoping within the next few weeks to have this in testing. Again, it's corset back, and it does include the same sort of cup shaping as the other bralette I just showed you, where it does not have the classic increase every round. The rate of increases are changed for it. The other patterns I'm working on are like twins per se. Would you call it twins? Fraternal twins maybe? One's knit and one's crochet, but they're the same idea. So when I was testing I think it was the headband pattern, I had a tester on Ribbler ask me if I had any easy knit patterns for beginner knitters, and unfortunately I don't think any of my patterns are designed for beginner knitters just yet. I think there's some understanding that needs to be there when it comes to knitting these patterns, like how to simply increase and decrease, and already like how to knit in the round, and how to make the increases you want, or how to knit color work. Like, yes, I can show you examples, but it's not the same. If you've never knit this before, it's not going to turn out that great. I think you'll be really discouraged by knitting the pattern. So I designed this simple knit bandana cowl. I love it. I did show this off on my Instagram. This is how it fits. It's quite long, so you can see it's coming to about the middle of my chest. I love the way it looks. There's hair in there. Okay, back to the program. Hair's gone. This was made with 4.5 millimeter needles and some finger weight yarn. I did stripe mine. Okay, the hair's gone again. I did stripe mine, however, you can make it all in one color, you can make it 2 colors, it doesn't matter. I just thought the stripes looked super cute. What I did was I grabbed some spare fingering weight yarn I had, and I just knit until I ran out of yarn, and I just switched to the next color. That's all I did. So it's super fun. It has these simple little eyelets at the top here, these little baby eyelets, and it has it at the bottom as well, where it has these little baby eyelets. It's made side to side, so you start with one short side, you're going to knit across increasing, and then you're going to knit across decreasing. So it's super simple. It was very fun to knit. It was that fun in between larger projects. I had a great time knitting this, and I think it's perfect for beginner-friendly knitters. So that's how this pattern came about, and of course, I did design a crochet version of it, but I don't love it as much. I don't know. I think I might come back to this pattern for the crochet version. There is a seam, but I flipped this inside out, so you're starting at the inside of this, simply because I have not woven in all the ends, but it's the exact same idea. Just cast on for the short side, crochet across till you get to your middle point, and then just decrease. This is also made with fingering weight scrap sock yarn and I think a 4 millimeter hook, or a 4.5. I'd have to look back at my notes on what size I used. I want to say it's a 4 though. So I have the twin 1 knit, 1 crochet. I love the knit. The crochet one, I don't know. Maybe it has to grow on me. I think I might need to make more hair. I think I might need to make a second sample of this, and maybe I'll like the second sample more. We'll see. So the knit one I'm hoping to have in testing within the next few weeks as well. It's a pretty quick knit. What else do I have here? I did make some more dishcloths. So I have the floral. I have a different style floral. This one technically was going to be a bag, but I got bored making the bag, so I just tied it off and said it's just going to be an extra big dishcloth, or like a pot holder basically. And I have 2 more of the rectangle dishcloths, and then I have 2 of the Bev's Fold On Itself pot holders. They're double thick pot holders, so super fun. It was a relatively quick project, and these are also going to be gifts for my mom, because every time I go and see her, she always says that she loves the dishcloths I've made her and she always wants more, so I figured I'd make her some pot holders to go with it. Okay, the next gift I'm making are some socks for my dad. I cast these on using 3 millimeter needles and Patons Kroy sock in the colorway Tourmaline Stripes. And I'll be honest, when I seen this yarn in the ball, I thought it looked so cool, and I thought it was going to stripe up using smaller stripes, and it kind of made this weird striping pattern, and I was so sad because it's more of a color block with some random black stripes through the colors. So you have this gray with black, you have this darker bluish gray with black, and then you have this almost like aubergine eggplanty purple. There's an eggplant color in person, like a dark eggplant. I think it's a little bit more obvious. Yeah, it's a little bit more obvious here. There's like a purplish brown color with the black. So I was pretty bummed because when I seen it in the ball, I thought it was going to be really cool, and then I knit it up and I didn't like it as much. For this sock, I knit 2x2 rib, 15 rounds, 40 rounds for the leg. I did a modified eye of partridge, heel flap, and gusset. I then did 40 rounds for the foot after the gusset was complete, and I did a round toe on this, and this is the last round toe I will ever be knitting. I found the toe is longer than 2 inches, so it made my sock longer than intended. I also just don't like the way the finished product looks. I don't like the way it looks. I don't mind knitting it, but I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm not going to be knitting the round toe anymore. And I'm knitting these socks magic loop. I don't know if I mentioned magic loop, but I'm knitting 3mm magic loop. There we go, I was all tangled. So I have started the second sock here. I've knit the cuff and I'm working on the leg. I've knit 30 out of the 40 rounds. Then I will go into the gusset, and hopefully by the next time I sit down to podcast, these will be finished, because these socks are going to be a Christmas gift for my dad. I already made my mom socks for Christmas, so my dad also needs to get some socks. So hopefully I'll finish those hopefully soon. And I'm also working on the second sock for my partner still. I haven't really picked it up much in the last week or 2 or 3. This is knit in knit 2, purl 2, rib. I think I did about 20 rounds for the ribbing, 60 or 70 rounds for the leg. Features a fledge heel or a strong heel, or it has another name. I don't remember the other name. Basically it features a gusset and then a heel flap. And it's knit in 2x2 broken rib with the standard wedge toe, which I honestly love way more than that round toe I knit. And then I knit 70 rounds for the foot. I don't think I had this sock finished last time I sat down to podcast, but I'm also unsure. And I did start my second sock already, and I'm just finishing the heel. I'm just finishing the gusset, and then I will work the heel flap. So let's see if I can show this off. So the leg is done, and I'm just, yeah, you can see where I've been making some increases here. I'm just working on the last of the gusset increases, so I think maybe once I'm finished filming, I might sit down and see if I can finish the gusset portion of this today, and then I can go straight into the heel turn, and then I can just work on the foot, because I know the foot will be super quick to knit up. So there we have it, and I'm using the Peppered colorway by Comfy Cozy Knits, and it's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And did I mention I'm knitting this in broken rib? I'm knitting this sock in broken rib. So it's knit 2, purl 2, and then 1 round of knitting to make this beautiful broken rib textured knit. The next one I think is also a new spontaneous cast on, and it's the 12-point crochet star blanket, and this is made out of just scrap yarn from my stash. I had a random ball of Loops and Threads Impeccable, which is 100% acrylic. It's 285 yards per ball, and it's in the color Royal. So it's this beautiful royal blue color. And I had one random ball in it in my stash, so I'm adding this to the blanket because I'm so tired of it sitting in my stash. And it's a 12-point star blanket. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, but I don't remember who it's by, so if I do remember, I will link it down below. I seen this on Crazy Sock Lady. She's made quite a few of these, and I love the way it looks, so of course I wanted to cast one on because I love crochet blankets, and I love when they start in the middle with just a few stitches and you build out. That's my favorite way to make a crochet blanket. So these are just random scraps that I had in stash, and I'm slowly working through the ball of yarn, and this is made with 5.5mm hook. I also have 2 sweater whips on the go. I have, did I recast this on? I don't remember. I don't remember if I have this on the needles or not. This is the Cozy Classic Light by Jessie May. I'm knitting this out of Holst super soft in the Ember colorway. I think I'm knitting size 4 for this one, and I'm using 4mm needles for the main body, and I think 3.5mm needles for the ribbon. I'm almost done the first set of increases for the yoke. However, one thing I've really learned about myself over the past couple of years is that I do not love knitting raglan sweaters. I get bored with them, and that's kind of why I've just put this one off. I don't like increasing every second round. I much prefer making a round yoke top. I find that much more exciting for whatever reason. It's my preferred method to make tops, and it's kind of what I gravitate towards more now when it comes to top down in the round seamless tops. However, I'm totally cool with also doing like drop shoulder tops or tops that are pieced. Like, that doesn't bother me anymore, but doing raglan is not for me anymore, unfortunately. The other one I've started, I know I didn't cast this on until sometime after. I'll be honest, I don't remember the pattern name. It's by More Thunder. The original sample is made in slub yarn, and for my ribbing here I used 4mm needles, and for the main body I'm using 4.5. The bluish green, sort of icy blue color is a midi skein I got from Floribert Yarns back when she had her yarn shop. She had a yarn shop on Etsy. No longer sells yarn, but she does sell bags, so I will leave the link down below for the bags. And the main slub yarn I'm using here is from, I want to say it's from Camp Fiber Yarns. I think it's the Seashell colorway. Is it called Seashell? I think it's called Seashell. That's a hard word for me to pronounce today for some reason. And I'm knitting size 3 or size 4 of the pattern, and I do have my little Kara & Co silicone beads. I'm using the little grapefruits because I think they look perfect with my yarn. So yeah, I'm through the yoke already. I've already done the arms. They're just waiting for me to go back and pick up, and I'm just working through the body slow and steady. And the last thing I have is my, what do you call this, the window pane cardigan. I'm super happy with how the body turned out, but I hate the sleeves because I've tried about 3 or 4 different times to do these sleeves, and every time I do them they just look wrong. So the first couple of times I had too many stitches, and it was when my arms were by my sides, the sleeves were sticking out way like this because there was just too much fabric, and they were super wide and it looked super awkward. However, this time around I made the sleeves too small, so I need to go back and revise the sleeves. But besides that, I think everything with this cardigan, I put it on inside out so you'll see all my seams, is good. So you can see the sleeves are a little bit too tight and I hate them. So back to the drawing board for the sleeves. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do. I'm going to try changing the rate of pickup again for the sleeves and hope I can work it out. If not, it'll be a sleeveless vest pullover thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I want it to be short sleeves though because I don't have enough yarn to make it long sleeves. And I think that's also part of the problem, because I think if I were to make it long sleeves you wouldn't get the bubbling effect because it just stops at a weird spot, and I'm not doing ribbing on the sleeves. So yeah, choices are to be made for that one still, but besides that, that's all I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you want to test any of the patterns you've seen here. Let me know. Of course, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next crafty episode.